Greetings, members one and all of the Salivation Nation, with the next release in the World of Dragon series. That's the subject of today's video, and as most of you know, I had already done a video showing the pre-release of the next in the series, the Welsh Dragon. But before we get into that, let's take a little bit of a look of the background of the World of Dragon series. It was created by Salivate Metals, who is arguably one of the most innovative bullion dealers to offer exciting series that they have contracted with mints to produce. Series like the Zombucks and the Privateer series have been extremely successful. Some of those pieces have done very well in the secondary markets. But the World of Dragon series is one of the most popular mythological creatures throughout the ages with these dragons. Almost every culture on Earth has its own ancient dragon myth. And so Salivate Metals thought they would bring them to life essentially with these Dragons of the World series in silver and copper. And the first release that you see here is the Aztec Dragon. And it's the first in a 6-round series. And it was released back in October of 2018. It's a powerful combination of a bird and a rattlesnake. And the feathered serpent was one of the most revered gods in ancient Mesoamerica. The first time that these were released back in October, the mint had sold out in less than 2 weeks. And the final mintage numbers will be released after the sale stopped for these on February the 1st. So there you see it in silver and then in copper. And in my feeling, they look just as well, if not in a sense, maybe even better in some ways in copper. It's an exciting series, and these have a coin turn to them, which is quite fascinating. They have a common reverse here. So that is the Aztec. The second one, and this is an exclusive, Salivate Metals sent these to me to review and showcase to you guys. This is the Welsh Dragon. Very cool, very nice looking indeed. It is one of those most powerful creatures in Welsh folklore. Wydreig Coch, or the Red Dragon, has been associated with Wales for centuries, appearing first on ancient British soldiers' war flags, and it is a symbol of the Welsh people's fierce spirit on the national flag to this day. Arthurian legend and the Wydreig Coch, symbolizing Wales, famously vanquishes a white dragon symbolizing Britain in a fierce centuries-long battle. The Red Dragon has been celebrated as a symbol of the Welsh people's independent spirit ever since. The Welsh Dragon 1-ounce silver and copper rounds are available for purchase today, February the 1st. And they will be minted to demand, as they typically do in most of the series, until May of 2019. So very nice, and this again is a product of the Golden State Mint. Just amazing detail on this piece. Look at that. And you saw from the renderings that it looked like this thing was going to be pretty nice. But very, very cool. And as is the case, this has a coin turn orientation with the reverse here. So there is the silver, and here is the copper. Very, very nice indeed. Now, so here's the Welsh Dragon. Let's take a look at it. Well, let's take a look at something quite exclusive. Salivate Metals is very kind to send to me the concept drawings. I'm not sure who the artist is on these, but here is some of the concepts, drawings of this thing from conception to finish. Here is concept 1. let's get a look at it. There's concept 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So all these different concepts, and they decided on this, the final concept. Look at that. And this is what you saw on the website. This is a print of it. And I think that's the actual final rendering, but really amazing artwork here. Just the artwork itself is just really cool. And to see its transition from sketch to final artwork design is just absolutely amazing from these concept sketches. So you can see that they chose how they chose that. Looks like they chose concept 1. A combination of maybe 1 and 4, maybe. Well, 1, and then put the rock underneath of them. However, I do kind of, well, no, concept 5, I think, is the closest one to it with the rock. Looks like they went with concept 5. But concept 2 is kind of what I had kind of perceived the Welsh dragon to kind of look like in a way. But very, very cool to see all that. And to see the finished product here. So let's take a look at this again. Very, very nice indeed. Golden State Mint just does a wonderful job. They're the same mint that is produced for other generic bullion pieces out there that you see, and also for The Truth Never Told, Chris Duane's pieces. They have done work with him as well. Very, very nice. And you know, the thing is with these different series here, you know, we came to get kind of serious fatigue with collecting different pieces. But you know, if you're accumulating silver and you're buying just for, you know, relatively low premium over spot, why not get some pieces you like? And with the glut of different ones out there, you don't have to get every single series that you're not interested in, you know. And maybe you're not interested in dragons, or think there's too many types of dragon pieces out there. This might be a series that you may want to pass on. But nonetheless, I think it's really cool. I bought the first ones, and I plan on probably getting all 6 for myself just because of the amazing details. One criticism some folks had in the renderings was because of so much detail on the face, it's kind of hard to really distinguish the features there. We're going to try to get in close and see if we can. You can see the eye there, but in a sense, it's still a little difficult to make out. It's greatly detailed, but if you turn it a certain way, you can sort of make it out, but it's almost like there's too much going on in the texture of the creature to really distinguish it at that scale. That's the only criticism that I would see for this one. Everything else looks great on it. I would have almost, in a sense, maybe have simplified a little bit of that face. And the other thing, and this is the other drawback, I think, and this we saw with the Horsemen of the Apocalypse series as well, and it looks like we're seeing it with this one too. Look at the difference in the fields. You see the Aztec has a very nice, bright, shiny field, which is really cool. But the Welsh Dragon has more of a slight matte finish to it. I only wish the Golden State Mint would be more consistent with their fields with these things. The reverse looks pretty good and pretty consistent, which is nice. But the obverse here with the dragons, and they did the same thing with the Horsemen of the Apocalypse, which was a great series. There were only 4 of those. But if I were Provident Metals, I would talk to them about the fields, because you want to have a very consistent series. And I think part of that is how the design pops out here on the Aztec Dragon. It really pops out with the nice mirror background. Whereas on the Welsh Dragon, it's a beautiful strike, greatly detailed, but that background being not quite as shiny, it doesn't pop out as much. And I think that's the only other criticism I would have with it. And we see with the coppers seem to be okay. It's relatively consistent with these two. It seems to be only a problem with the silvers. But nonetheless, there you go. It's really cool. It's a really cool series. I like it. How about you? I know there's some members of the community here who love dragons, and we'll pick these up and continue to collect the series. But part of a round is a great design and artistry, and I think that you see that with this series. That are very well done, and so there you have it. So post your thoughts below. Thanks again to Provident Metals for sending these to me to review, and they're available today if you're interested in purchasing. I would like to extend a multitude of gratitude, y'all, for watching, and encourage you to please rate, comment, and subscribe.